as you know, Bubba is very, very conscious of the children in our city of Atlanta. And one of the problems that children have to deal with in the schools are drugs. Now, we wanted to talk today with Jeffrey, Scott, and Jessica about what problems they have in their schools. Now, what school do you go to? What grade level is it?
I'm in
Elementary
I
school?
go to Nancy Creek Elementary School.
To elementary school. And Jeffrey, you go to an elementary school and
No, I go to Lilburn Middle School.
Lilburn Middle School.
6th, 7th, and 8th.
And that's 6th, 7th, and 8th grade?
Yeah.
And you go to elementary, and what is that? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th?
Second.
And you're in 2nd grade. Do you see children smoking cigarettes in your schools or any of that? Or
No, but on like buses when you're going to school, hear about people going, they're going to go to a party and they're going to have acid or something.
some sort of
Some
drug?
sort of drug.
What about you, Scott? Do you ever hear about it in your school?
Some people are involved in drugs at my school.
Because I know a lot of the parents in my age group, you know, I'm a parent, a lot of them don't believe that in that grade level there's a problem, or in their school it doesn't exist, that they don't see it. So they just kind of say, well, it doesn't happen in my school.
It goes on in all schools.
At all levels.
It might take a little while to find out, but you can.
And you get approached?
I've never been, but I know Scott has, maybe, sort of, kind of.
So they ask, you know, do you want drugs or marijuana or something like that? And what do you say?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, well.
Walk away. And if they don't take it for an answer, just, I don't know, leave.
Do they ever kind of say, well, you're not cool if you don't do this or something?
I don't care. People.
You get a lot of peer pressure about it.
Peer pressure, what do you mean?
Like they tell you you're like a dork if you don't use it because everybody else does.
And at my school, like I've never been asked to go do it because I told everybody I don't want to do it. Everything is stupid. And what happened? I mean, I know eventually I'll get asked to go to some party and they'll be doing drugs. I have to say no and walk away.
What about other things where children experiment, like snorting stuff or getting flu or things like that? I mean,
my friend's retarded. One of my friends. I mean, like not literally. He's stupid, and he was snorting orange juice through his nose. I know.
David.
He keeps doing that, and
No. We don't want to say any people's names or anything.
David
today.
John Doe. That is his name. But he's just a little bit weird.
So you see all these things happening. So what you're telling us is that you run into the situation where you're forced to answer questions that maybe when I was your age, Jeffrey, you're 12, Scott, you're 13, Jessica, you're 7. At 12 and 13, I was never asked that question. It never came up.
It happens even like when I was in 5th grade, I started hearing about it. I was like 10 or something, or 11 or something, or whatever it is.
So what do you think we could do to change that? I mean, is there a way to change it?
There's nothing else we can do, I don't think. It's got to be up to the kids because they're already doing all that stuff. Like, you know, stop the drugs and everything on those American drug something, on the commercials and everything. But it's like, there's nothing else we can do.
Do you think sometimes that some of the TV shows and some of the CDs and songs that you hear on the radio make it sound like it's cool? Is that why some of the kids do it? Or?
I don't know. I never done it, so I don't know.
We don't do it, so we wouldn't know.
Do you know any kids' lives that it's really messed up? I know there was one athlete in your school who was really a good athlete who got into some trouble.
Yeah.
I know, because Scott, you're an athlete and you want to play basketball in high school and things like that.
College.
So you think sports are helping you stay away from it?
Because if I did do drugs, it'd ruin all my chances of even playing high school basketball.
And if they're like, maybe it could help if more kids were like into after-school activities or something. They wouldn't be doing drugs at home.
Like what sort of activity?
Like they have intramurals and stuff. It's like where they play basketball and soccer and whatever else they play.
Well, what could we as parents do to help the kids so that they don't?
My mom's good though. She'll talk to you. She'll preach to me and Jessica all the time. But I mean, it kept us away. I don't know about other kids' moms. They would talk more, maybe.
So far.
Yep, so far.
Do you ever worry that, you know, you might not be strong one day or something?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Always, every time I go to school, I'm like, nope, I'm not going to get into that stuff.
It's an easy
Because
choice.
it messes you up. Every way. Mentally
Girls
and
don't like boys who smell like weed.
mentally and physically.
So the girls don't like it, huh? What about you, Jessica? Have you seen any children doing any things that are kind of strange in second grade?
No,
No?
but I did see a 5th grader wearing a chain when they're not supposed to.
Wearing a chain when they're not supposed to, huh?
Yeah.
Like our lovely cameraman over
Uh-huh.
here.
Well, is that pretty bad?
No.
Weirdo.
Well, I want to thank you two for talking openly about this problem that exists in the drugs in schools.
That I rarely got to talk about.
Because there's nothing going on
You're
in
pretty
your
lucky so far you haven't run into it. That's pretty
Fine.
lucky. You haven't had to say no. Do you think the Just Say No
No.
advertisers are helping?
No.
No.
Yeah, kind of.
No.
I mean, I don't listen to it because, I listen to it, but it's not the only reason why I don't do it. But, that's it.
Got no future.
Oh, yeah, and just saying no don't work because they'll keep approaching you.
So
Keep
what do you have to do?
Trying to peer pressure. You got to walk away. Got to stand tall. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So, wrap.
What was that? How many minutes was that?
That was the bomb.